Now we'll discuss what is double bar graph. So, a bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously. What is the meaning of simultaneously? At the same time. So, a bar graph showing two sets of data at the same time, and it is useful for the comparison. See, whenever we want to compare two sets of data in a graphical form, we always use double bar graph. Let's say an example here. Here we have three schools, school A, school B and school C. Children prefer walking and cycling. So in school A, 20 prefer walking and 10 prefer cycling. In school B, 30 prefer walking and 40 prefer cycling. And in the same in school C, 40 prefer walking and 30 prefer cycling. So we have to represent this data graphically. So here we have two sets. So this is obvious, we have to use the double bar graph here. So what we'll do? First of all, we'll make the two axes. This is horizontal and this is vertical. See, here we are having two data, walking and cycling. So just make it here. This blank bar will represent walking and this lining one will represent the cycling. Okay, so here we have two data. So the walking is represented with the blank one and the cycling with these slant lines. So school A, school B and school C. So we'll write the name of school here. And here we'll write the number of students who prefer walking and cycling. See, 20, 30, 40, 10, 40, 30. A gap of 10, 10, 10 is here. So we start with 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Starting with the school A. In school A, 20 prefer walking. So walking is with the black one. 20 prefer walking and 10 prefer cycling. So we'll make it like this. This is of school A. School B, 30 prefer walking. 30. This one is our 30 prefer walking and 40 prefer cycling. Here is the 40. They prefer cycling. So just make it like this. In school C, 40 prefer walking and 30 prefer cycling. This is the school C. So this is known as a double bar graph concept. So again I am repeating, whenever we want to show two sets of data simultaneously or at the same time, and whenever we want to make their comparison, we always use the concept of double bar graph. Now we'll discuss what is the organizing of data. See, whenever we have data in unorganized form, that data is known as raw data. Okay, see, whenever we have anything in unorganized form, the meaning of unorganized means that thing is not in any series or any serial number. So that thing is known as unorganized. So that unorganized data is known as raw data. Let's say in a class there are many students. Some students like orange, some like apple and some like banana. Now this data is a raw data because this is unorganized. Orange, apple, orange, banana, orange. So now we want to learn how can we organize this data. See, how can we organize this data? We had made a table here. Fruit, telemark, number of students. Okay. First of all, there are three fruits, orange, apple and banana. So in the first one column, we had written orange, apple and banana. Now just count. How many students like orange? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 9 students like orange. Now just count the number of students who like apple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 students like apple. Now banana. 1, 2, 3, 4 and this one is our 5. So fruits orange, apple, banana and the number of students 9, 6, 5. Now we'll learn what is telemarks. So how can we draw the telemarks? See, first of all I'll tell you, if we have 5 numbers, so how can we make its telemarks? 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth one is like this, 5. If we have 6, so how can we make it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this one is our 6. So orange and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the telemarks. Next one is apple. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the banana is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the telemarks tell the how many number of students like this particular fruit. This is also known as the frequency. So what is frequency? Frequency tells that how many times the given entry occurs. Basically frequency tells the number, like number of students, number of fruits, like this. So here the frequency of orange is what? 9. The frequency of apple is 6 and the frequency of banana is 5. So basically in this topic we had learned how can we organize the data.